Good morning, dear students. How are you all today? I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves and also paying attention to your modules. Welcome to the science class, students. As you all are aware that right now we are on the chapter combustion and flame. Before going ahead with the next class, let me go ahead and quickly recap on the topics that we have covered in this chapter. In our first module of this chapter, we have studied about combustion, which is a process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen. Also, we have defined on combustible substances, non-combustible substances, ignition temperature, inflammable substances. We also studied about conditions necessary for combustion, which is presence of combustible substance, then presence of a supporter of combustion, which is oxygen, and attainment of ignition or kindling temperature. We have studied about the different types of combustion, that is rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and explosion. In our last module, we have studied about the flame and different zones of the candle flame. Indeed, we have covered on the different types of fuels based on the physical state, calorific value of a fuel, then the characteristics for an ideal fuel, and harmful impacts of the burning of fuels. So these were the topics that we have covered on and completed our modules on it. The next topic that we have today for you all children is principles of extinguishing fire. So what do we understand by the word extinguishing? That means to blow off. हिंदी में extinguishing का मतलब होता है बुझाना. So how can we go ahead and extinguish the fire? Children, if you all remember, for burning there are three conditions necessary. That is oxygen, then combustible substance or a fuel, and ignition temperature or heat. ये तीनों की फायर प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए ज़रूरी होती हैं. मगर अगर हम इन तीनों चीज़ों में से एक चीज़ हटा लें, so that will not result in burning, right? So this is how burning can be controlled by taking off any one or two of the factors that cause burning. We can go ahead and control the fire. We will go ahead and study about the different methods of extinguishing the fire. Before that, let me take you through the different classes of fire. The fire is classified into different classes depending upon the substances involved. For example, the class A includes the ordinary combustible substances like wood and paper. Class B includes flammable liquids like petrol, diesel, grease. Class C includes flammable gases like hydrogen and propane. Class D includes combustible metals, that is magnesium and titanium. And class E includes electrical equipments. Last, class F includes cooking oil and fats. Now, depending upon the classes of fire, different fire extinguishing methods are used. So for class A, we have water as extinguisher or chemical foam or dry chemicals. Chemical foam and dry chemicals use sodium bicarbonate or potassium bicarbonate as chemicals which on coming in contact with heat produce carbon dioxide that cuts off the oxygen supply. We will study about that in detail. Then class B includes carbon dioxide and dry chemical. Class C include carbon dioxide and dry chemical. Halogens are basically carbon compounds along with bromine, chlorine, fluorine. And class D includes dry powders suitable for specific combustible metals involved. So this is how the different classes of fire are classified and the fire extinguishing methods that are used. Now children, if you all remember, आप घर में अब कभी भी छोटी मोटी आग लगती है घर किचन में, तो हम क्या करते हैं? सबसे पहले हम पानी डाल देते हैं, राइट. सो वाटर एक्ट्स एज अ फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर. और आप सब ने देखा होगा जब किसी जगह पे आग लगती है तो फायर ब्रिगेड को कॉल किया जाता है, एंड द फायर ब्रिगेड यूजेज ह्यूज पाइप्स, एंड उसमें से बहुत तेज वाटर प्रेशर से आता है. दैट हेल्प्स टू कंट्रोल द फायर. नाउ व्हाट डज द वाटर डू टू कंट्रोल द फायर हियर? Water is the most common fire extinguisher that cools the combustible substance below its ignition temperature. And water vapor also surround the combustible material and cut off the supply of the air. Water works well for the fire caused by combustion of paper or wood. But do you think the fire caused by petrol or diesel could be controlled by water? No, children. That's because water being heavier than petrol or diesel, it sinks down and the oil keeps on burning. So we cannot go ahead and control the fire that is caused by flammable liquids. In fact, water is also not a better fire extinguisher in case of electrical fire. Water should not be used to put out fire in electrical equipments and wirings. Why? That's because water conducts electricity and may cause electrocution to those who are involved. What do we understand by electrocution? Electrocution is basically death because of electric shock. So water itself conducts electricity, so water is not a better option for fire extinguishing or to extinguish fire caused by electrical equipment. So if the water is not a good option for fire caused by oil or by flammable liquids, then what could be a other option to extinguish the fire caused by electrical equipments or by these inflammable liquids? Here, the carbon dioxide is used for fire extinguishing. Carbon dioxide, being heavier than oxygen, covers the combustible substance like a blanket. So, what happens? अगर आपको याद रहे, अगर कोई इवन इफ एनी ह्यूमन बीइंग कैचेस फायर तो हम उसे ब्लैंकेट में रैप कर देते हैं. ऐसा हम इसलिए करते हैं ताकि ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई कट ऑफ हो जाए and the fire is controlled. Same goes here. The carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so it covers the combustible substance like a blanket and cuts off the supply of oxygen. It is also used to control fire caused by short circuiting, as it does not harm the electrical equipments and does not conduct electricity. So here, if you see on the screen, we have a carbon dioxide firefighting extinguisher. So children, any idea what are firefighting extinguishers? Fire extinguishers are actually devices to put out fires. They either cut off the air supply to fire or cool off the fuels below the ignition temperature, or maybe they could do the both of the things. So there are basically two main fire extinguishers that we'll be studying. The first one is carbon dioxide firefighting extinguisher. Carbon dioxide, if you look on the screen, it is stored in liquid form at high pressure in cylinders. When released at the site of fire, it comes out in the vapor form. It expands enormously in volume and cools down. Therefore, it not only cuts off the supply of oxygen around the fire but also brings down the temperature. So that is how the carbon dioxide fire extinguisher works. Now talking about the other option that we have as fire extinguisher, in which we use chemical form or dry chemical. Here Here the carbon dioxide sources are sodium bicarbonate, which is also known as baking soda, or potassium bicarbonate, which on heating give off carbon dioxide. So when dry and powdered form of these chemicals are released on good amount near the fire, they heat up and release carbon dioxide, thereby extinguishing the fire. So children, this is how the fire extinguishers work. So this was our last topic for in chapter combustion and flame. You can go through the complete chapter and message me if you have any query regarding the whole chapter.